I
Hello.
also have Dr. Rajkumar with me, whom I'm just going to add right away. And these are two wonderful volunteers that I have for this live, and they are going to support me on this journey on how you can find your life purpose. And step by step, we are going to give you what I say, the roadmap of how you can find your life purpose. And as you are excited towards live also, so just to let you know that what I think the lights have gone, but that's cool. Some light is there to support me up. So I was just telling about purpose. Why knowing your purpose is super important is because your purpose, when you know your purpose, it adds 7 years to your life, as per Vic Stretcher, who has written a book, Life on Purpose. He has said that when you know your purpose, you reduce your risk of heart attack and stroke. And I'm going to give you along the live the presentation where you're going to realize the importance of knowing your purpose, as well as what steps you can take to identify your purpose and what's the meaning of your life. But before that, let me welcome Josh once again. Joyce, we are waiting to hear from you. Just share your thoughts on about the live and how excited you are, and then
Well,
Dr. Raj will go ahead, and then we are going to discover the 5 steps that are really necessary to find the purpose. Yeah,
all right. Well, I really find this absolutely awesome, excited, because it's not a simple thing, it's something like really important, and I really appreciate it because you are really a good person from doing this.
that's awesome, awesome, Joyce. And we also have Dr. Raj with us. Dr. Raj, would you like to share some words on how much you are eager to know your life purpose?
Yes, of
Well,
course. I will share with you my life purpose.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let me just broaden up this window on my screen. And I think how many people are there? Just let me confirm that whether actually we have gone live or not. I think we have because I can see the live icon here. But guys, if you're there, just comment here if you are there with us, because I'm not sure if the live has begun or if our audio is having some issues. I think, Dr. Raj, you are having issues with your sound. Can you just improve it? Maybe you can
Uh,
sit in the other room to have less echo. If you can do that.
just I will try.
Okay, okay, awesome. Until then, I'm removing you from the stream. Okay. I'm just confirming that whether we are really live or not. I think we are live, so I can see ourselves, Joss and myself on the video stream. So that is awesome. And I'm just disabling that live, otherwise the noise will hurt you guys a lot. And we have, I think, Dr. Raj, we have back, and yes, we have him back. So that's awesome. And I think we are going to start the live
And
in what 10 seconds from now, right? So I'm just waiting for few more members to turn in so that they are there really with their pens and papers so that we can begin the discussion and we can begin how you can know your life purpose. I think still, Papa, there is an audio issue that I'm experiencing from your end, but
I
is it
think
a
the
fan?
fan issue, fan
Okay,
is
okay,
issue
okay,
for me.
okay.
But there's
Josh, are you
disturbance.
experiencing some issue with this sound,
yeah, it's a kind
or is
of
that okay?
small noise. It's almost nothing.
Okay, okay. So, Dr. Raj, you can sit there. I think there is not an issue in the noise on the noise part. I think all of my lights are gone, but it's the start of the live and so many great things are happening. But I'm cool with it. No
It's fine.
worries. Yeah. Is it better now? Yeah, I think better. I think better.
Okay, okay.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So let's. I think let's start with the live, and those of all who are going to join us in the session, there will be a step that we are going to follow. We are going to have 5 steps towards knowing your life purpose, and I'm going to share the screen on which I have my presentation ready, so that we can all follow along how you can know your life purpose. And you can share in your thoughts if you're facing any issue in the comments, and of course both of you are here, so you can share it straightforward. But all of those who are going to join the live, you can raise your concerns if you have on the comment section, and we are going to make sure that we are going to reply on any of the issues that you're facing in finding your life purpose. This is just one of the tries. I don't think so that anybody has done this ever. I'm not sure whether this will come to fruition, but I hope it will. And let me share my screen. And once you guys are able to see the screen, just let me know. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. I think I'm able to share the screen, guys. Are you able to see it?
Yeah, I can see it perfect.
Awesome. So I just want you guys support me on this, that I'm not able to see your picture here. So in case I'm not able to respond, or in case you're not able to see the presentation, just let me know. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Josh, I'm relying on you on this. You have to help me out. Okay.
All right. I need to read it, right?
Yeah. Are you able to see my screen now? Like it's full size now?
Yeah, I can see it like perfect.
Awesome. 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 Let me also confirm how we guys are looking. Because I don't. Yeah, I think yeah, this is fine. Correct. I also have it open on my other font. So this is awesome. So discover your life purpose in 5 easy steps, and this is going to be a fun, exciting, and emotional exercise for each one of you. Whosoever is there during the live, it's going to be a great exercise, and I want you guys to have your pens and paper ready. I have mine. I have already done this exercise, but just because we are all together, so I'll try to do it again. I just want to see myself and the volunteers here along with me, because right now I'm only seeing the screen. I'm not seeing both of them, so it's like I'm giving a solo presentation sort of feeling that is coming to me. But that is cool. Okay, so yeah, as I told you, that this is going to be a fun, exciting, and emotional exercise, and these are the 5 steps that we are going to take when we are going to discover our life purpose. And these are very critical steps, because if you miss either of them, you may find yourself short on connecting to your true purpose. So, before starting to the 5 steps, what I'm going to show you is why knowing your life purpose is important. And then I got to this presentation, and I have took help from Vic Stretcher and his book Life on Purpose, who says that when you know your purpose, you can add 7 years to your life, and that I think is a wonderful thing to be on this planet, right? It makes you happier,
Definitely.
it increases good cholesterol, it helps you sleep better. Basically, when you're connected to the meaning of your life, you feel better. And Vic Stretcher says all of these great things you can attain if you know the purpose of your life. So you're on a good ride together with us, and with these wonderful volunteers with us, we are going to make this happen. We are going to make this purpose thing very easy for us and meaningful for us. So yes, and this is all free when you know your purpose. As I have written here, that all this is free without a drug. If you know your life purpose, all these 6 great things that you're seeing: sleeping better, you get happier, you have good cholesterol. And we have Dr. Raj with us, who also like, who is the master of it, because he's a doctor himself, so he knows the value of how good cholesterol helps each one of us, and it reduces risk of heart attack. And all of these are research based facts, which Vic Stretcher has based his study upon. And just to let you give more super facts on purpose, I just want to see this Norton virus also came. But yeah, so super facts about knowing your purpose is, psychologist Ruff has conducted his research on 1,000 people, where he researched on people who were actually having purpose. They were finding their lives more meaningful, and they had lesser stress than people who were living without meaning. And there are a lot of people whom we see that they don't know the meaning of their life. They don't know why they are existing, what they need to really do. And when you know your purpose, he said that even if you're an employee, you can work 3x more lawyer, you have 1.7x higher job satisfaction, and you have 1.4x more work engagement. So it's all the way better if you know your life purpose, because it's going to define a lot about you, right? And who is this session for? I'm just finishing up with the important stuff so that more of the guys join us to know their life purpose, and to just be sure like why we really want to know our life purpose, why knowing our purpose is super important, is why I have kept this slide before the steps that I'm going to show. Okay, and who is this session for? Who is this live for? For the ones who really want to derive the meaning from their life, for the ones who really want to understand the purpose why they are born on this planet, to know the why of their life. And you would have heard even Simon Sinek and all the great inspirational leaders say that you need to know the why of your life, why you are there, why you are at a particular juncture, why you are at a particular. I would request one of you. I think Papa, you can mute yourself. Till the time you're not talking, maybe you can mute yourself so that we can have a lesser disturbance.
Yes.
Yeah, just press the mute button. Yeah, that is better. I think it'll help the viewers as well. Awesome. So I was just telling about. Let me increase the brightness of the screen.
Mhm.
Where it is? Where is the brightness column? The button. What's the brightness button, guys? I forgot. Yeah, here it is. Now I think you must be looking the screen in a better manner because now the screen is brightened. Yeah.
It's
So
good.
knowing your why is super important to discover your true inner self. And those, each one of you who wants to know the meaning of your life, who wants to know why why you are existing on this planet, it's very important, right? So knowing your purpose helps you that. And those who wants to live a purposeful and happy life, this session is for them. And now I would ask you guys if you have any of issues in this slide or in this segment. If you guys have any issues, just raise it. Joss, Dr. Raj, if
I
you
will
have any
say
issues.
I will say it's basically really good, but I need to say first, yesterday, Saturday, I had a night problem, so I cannot like read too fast. Maybe I need to go like this, like So yeah, it's good. I can read everything, but maybe with a little bit more
Yeah,
effort,
maybe take 2 minutes to go through.
Yeah.
We are there. So just to let you know, guys, Jaws have some eye issues. That's why he's wearing his glasses, and he's very kind enough to be on the live even though he has issues,
Thank
because
you.
he promised me he stayed for the live, and that shows the amount of discipline and the amount of commitment that he has towards what he says. And I really respect that about you, Josh.
Thank you
Thank you
very
so
much,
much.
man.
Dr. Raj, any concern or anything which you want to ask for the slide that we have gone through?
It's okay, but I off my mic because of echo disturbance for you.
Yeah, that is awesome. Like when you are speaking, just unmute your mic, and when you're not speaking, just mute it. That's simple, right? And what about life purpose? This, how about the research that you're seeing on your screen? How about a purpose that is not a drug, reducing risk of heart attack and stroke? How come you are able to relate to that fact? Can you just speak and give your thoughts on that?
To me, right?
Yeah, this is for Dr. Raj, Josh.
Mm.
Hello,
Yeah,
Hello.
hello. Yeah. Can you listen me?
yeah, yeah. I can. We can hear you.
I can speak in Hindi or English.
We'll
Can I
prefer
speak?
English, but you can speak in Hindi if you want.
Yes, yes, of course. I think the purpose of life is first our family issues, first for our survival, and then step two. Then why will I will fulfill flesh? Okay. Then I will step two and step three and so on.
That's
हम
wonderful.
सबसे
That's
पहले मतलब
wonderful.
generally I can speak in good in Hindi. Yes.
Okay, I
Yeah,
understand. Yeah.
that's
सबसे
wonderful.
पहले
But I got your
survival.
point.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I got your point. So what Dr. Raj is saying that first, we need to. That's a wonderful point, by the way, Josh, and all the ones who are listening to us. That once you like knowing the life purpose is of course not the first step that you need to take. It's like when you really want it, when you have fulfilled all your survival needs, basic needs,
Yeah,
basically. Then you are looking for finding your life purpose. So it's definitely a second step or a third step in our life when we are mature enough to understand what really life is and whether we really need to know the life purpose. So it's wonderful point that Dr. Raj you have mentioned, and I think now we can march on towards the five steps that we want to learn during this life. And I just want to go at step one right now. So I want you guys to go to have your papers ready, which I said earlier that you need to have your pens and paper ready. And let me also show you the paper that I have ready with me so that I can just let. I think I have to allow that. Just wait, guys. I think I have to allow my phone to unlock this. Okay. So yeah, just wait, guys. I'm just joining in my other phone. I think yeah. I'm just joining in my other phone, guys. Just give me 1 minute because that is going to reflect what I have on this paper. Okay. So these are going to be the steps that we are going to take, and I think I have it ready. And let me press the mic. Yeah, I think I have it on my stream now. Add to stream. Awesome. I think
Yeah.
you will be able to see my. Just let me know once you are able to see it.
Um, I mean, I can see it, but like quite a bit small, you know?
Yeah, it's small. Let me remove my screen share. I think then you
Yeah,
will
yeah.
be able to see, right?
No, yes, yeah.
Awesome. So these are my devices where I have kept my other phone. Just ignore that. You have to see this drawing board for a bit, just to let us know how we are going to march forward towards the steps that we are going to take. And let me stop screen share so that I can explain how we are going to go. And what you have to do is first of all, these are my pens. Crazy pens I have purchased last few weeks, and I hope this helps me during the live. Okay, so what you have to do first, you have to write. You are discovering your life purpose, so just you can write discovering my life purpose on your sheet which you have, and you have to write your name also against that because so my name is Nitesh, and I'm going to write my name. Okay. So this is the first bit of it. And what you have to do is once you write your name, I'll go a bit slow because Josh said I'm going very fast. So I'm going to
Hmm.
go slow, Josh. Okay. Yeah.
It's okay. I already did it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what you have to do is you have to divide your sheet into such a way that step one and step two consumes the maximum part of your sheet. As you're seeing on my page, where step one I have given it a full this segment, and step two these two are equal segments because this is going to involve quite a lot of your thoughts and quite a lot of your writing down there. And step three, step four, and step five, you can divide it equally amongst the three half. So you can take your page and divide it in this manner. Okay, this will so wherever you are, like step one and step two is going to take a lot of space, and step three, step four, and step five are going to take equal spaces roughly. Or if you will be taking it more, then maybe you have to scratch another set of sheet from your paper. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so just write step one, step two, step three, step four, and step five there. And once you do that, just let me know. Dr. Raj, have you divided those steps into your
yes,
sheet?
yes,
Yeah.
yes. I
Awesome.
divided.
Can you show me your sheet? Awesome, 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 awesome. Josh, yours?
Same over here.
Awesome, yeah. Brilliant. This is brilliant. Wonderful volunteers we have. And yes, now I'm going to share my screen, and we are going to march on the awesome. And we are going to march on the step one of this exercise. And let me go to the first step,
All
which
right.
is write all the things that you're good at. I think I'm not sharing my screen. Sorry. Sorry, guys.
That's what
Let me
happens when we
share my
have
screen.
lives, man.
Awesome. Okay. I think now you guys are able to
Yeah,
see my screen,
finally.
right? So, how we have gone to this screen, let me show you that I haven't missed any of the step. So, this is step one. I have just clicked on this icon, and this is the first step for finding your life purpose. It's not the only step. There are like 5 steps to it. So, this is the first step where I want you to write all the things that you're good at. Okay, so this means whatever you're good at, be it cooking, be it traveling, dancing, driving, writing in your job, editing, or anything, whatever you are good at, I want you to write it in step one. Okay, that is important. So now
All right.
write whatever you're good at. So, for example, you may be good at driving cars, right? You may good at driving. What I would say, what you can define good in your skill or whatever you do is, maybe if you consider yourself, you give 7 out of 10 on that, something like that you can give. Okay, so whatever you're good at, I just want to list all of those things down. So let me say I'm good at driving, so I have already formulated my notes here. I have already formulated my purpose. So I'm good at editing. So whatever you're good at, just think and write 10 things at least for whatever you're good at. Okay, so I'm good at driving. I am good at video. This is not to brag as guys, but this is just to connect and know yourself more. And this is going to prove worthwhile to you once we go on the step 5, and you're going to say us that thank you that we have done this exercise. I'm sure of it. So write whatever you're good at. Good at I do video editing because I create a lot of videos. So I'm good at video editing as well. I am good at average at cooking, so I'm going to write that also. Average at cooking means I can score just 4 out of 10, so I can make eatable food. Average at cooking. I think Dr. Raj is has left or what? I think
Oh, you
Dr.
think so?
Raj.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
maybe it's
think.
because when internet's coming, we never can see the things coming. So it's
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So just any interesting thing that you have written, Josh, in the first step?
yeah. I will write it. I will write it down. Sorry for my English, guys. It's kind of old. I need to just recover it. I'm.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
will. I want to say. I want to be honest with this. I can say I'm really good with the
yeah.
wishes
Just
of
I
writing,
told
right?
you, na, even 4 on 10 or 5 on 10 is okay. It's
All right.
just that you do that, okay? It's like
So
I'm
four or
average at
five,
cooking,
right?
so I've written that. What?
All right, all right. 4 or 5. I write it, and after write it, I tell you in voice, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can tell me, or you don't. If even if you don't want to tell me, that's also okay because it's your life purpose. I
Yeah, yeah.
will always love, and viewers will love if you can just tell all of those. But
I
it's
don't have
definitely your choice because
I
the
don't have
next
any
step.
problem sharing it. It's okay.
Awesome, 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 awesome. So I am good at driving, good at video editing, average at cooking, good at writing. So I'm good at making videos as well. Guys, this is not a bragging, that's just a personal exercise. Good at making videos. And I cycle also. So I'll write that I'm good at cycling. So I want you to list down top 10 things that you're good at. So this is the step one. Okay. Good. I am okay in my office work also. So I'm going to write that also, good in my office work. I am good at face reading. Good at face reading. So I'm going to write that also. Okay. So whatever you're good at, you're average at, whatever you do, you just write it. Okay. Even if you have not done it from what 5, 6 years, like my sister, she is a wonderful artist, and and she has won all the medals in her childhood when once she arts, once she paints, and once she draws. And there is a story behind this also. Like I'm not even good at drawing a mango, Joss. And my sister is a wonderful artist, and all my friends and everybody laughs at my drawing. Okay, so good at face reading. I was saying I'm good at badminton and cricket. So this is my other stuff. Let me remove. Okay, good at badminton and cricket. If you are good at teaching, you can write that. Okay, and I'm good at cycling. Okay, good at cycling. Yeah, I can speak in the public. Not much of a fear, so I'll write good at speaking. Guys, this is an important step. If you miss it, you won't be able to execute your purpose. So this step is very necessary if you want to execute your purpose. So that's why the step one is very relevant step, and you have to do it very honestly with yourself. Okay, so good at speaking, public speech. This is my good. I can write content. I think I have written much about me. I won't brag. I have already been bragging a lot. 336. I think, yeah, I have written all the stuff that I do. And yeah. Yeah, Josh, share about what you have written and what is your top 10 of what you're good at.
All right. I only write six things, so I think I it's good enough. The first one is the most important for me. I will say the best thing I'm good with it is with my, I don't know how to say this in English, is volunteer. Like I really want to help others with good
Awesome.
ideas, and obviously because help them with my good idea and imagination, so I can kind of create programs to use it to help others. So that's my best imagination I'm using it for right now. And after that, I'm good writing. I love write like every kind of styles, everything. Also, I'm
Awesome.
good making music, kind of a music maker. I don't know how to say that in English. Yeah,
Wonderful.
composer. I think they call that composer. And
Yeah,
I'm
write it,
good.
write it, write it.
All right. I'm good playing volleyball, which is kind of my favorite sport with football.
Wonderful.
And this
Wonderful.
is kind of the most personal one. Before pandemic, COVID-19, I was a very, very social person, like speaking with everybody and that. So it's kind of still there, but after pandemic, everything for me,
But that I want you to write it because there is
yeah,
some hidden portion of you that is there, right?
it's already written. I have it on my paper already, so yeah, that's my things
Awesome,
that I'm
awesome,
good with.
awesome, awesome. So you have written six things in total, right?
Yeah,
I want you to write, think two or three more. I want you to think of two or three more.
all right.
I think we have Dr. Raj back. Yeah, I think we have Dr. Raj back, right?
Yeah, I can see here.
Awesome. So, Dr. Raj,
Hello.
the first step, awesome. You can mute yourself. We can see you, Dr. Raj. Awesome. So, the first step that you have to do in knowing your life purpose, it's a very critical step, and you have to write whatever things you are good at. Okay. So, you can be good at, like, I know that you're good in acupressure. I know that you're good in cooking also. So, what you have to do is you have to write at least, or I would say, 10 things that you're good at. Okay. So, just for example, I have written that I'm good at driving, which I'm that much not, but I have written that. I am good at video editing, that I have written because I do that. I'm average at cooking, good at writing, good at making videos, good in my office work. So what you have to do is write top 10 things that you do and you're average or good at it. Okay. So that is the step one, Dr. Raju, which you have to do. Okay. So I want you to list down 10 things that you're good at. And Josh, I'm just waiting for three or four of your qualities because I know you have a lot of qualities, right?
Oh,
So you
yeah,
just have to
I
just
think so.
think through. Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, Dr. Raj, any issues in writing that?
All right, I
No,
can
no,
say
not
like
any issue.
Awesome, 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 awesome,
I can say I
awesome.
put three new ones. I can share with you guys if you want.
Yes, share it, Joss.
I rate I'm good swimming, like I'm really good
Wow,
with it. I'm good with studies. I really enjoy studying like the kind of books we have in house. Nobody reads them, so I take them all and just start discovering random things. I like that.
awesome,
And this is also a kind of personal one, but I don't mind. I don't care to share it. It's good to share. It's I'm good giving
awesome.
people business ideas about if they tell me like what kind of business they're doing, I can say like, okay, my opinion is there. I can give my opinion, and normally they say, oh, right, it makes sense.
That's wonderful. You have to then write that you are good at giving business ideas also. I think you have written it, right? So you have written
Yeah,
nine things, right?
yeah. I need to put one
Think
more.
of one more. Think of one more. Think of one more.
Mm, Kind of important one. I will say.
Maybe you're good at giving investment advice also, or something like that. Whatever you think you do, or you have done at least, or maybe you're
It's
good at mountaineering or something like that. Whatever you're good at, just write it there. With 10 we can have a good start too, but if you have more qualities you can write it, because each one of us is has done some 10 or 12 things in their lives, so we can write it.
all right. So I will say, yeah. hmm I mean, I need to just choose one more, but all right, I will say I have emotional, kind of enthusiastic for the education of others. My mom is a
Awesome,
teacher, and she always told me like the most important thing is the education of others. So I always keep that in mind, and I will say that's a good thing to me because normally I pay attention to that and I try to make it good. So I would say it's a good point for me, like caring about
awesome, right?
education.
Yeah, you're a good listener, you're a great enthusiast towards study, so that makes 2 more points for you, right? You're sailing higher, Joyce, you're sailing higher. Think of more if you have. Let's connect with Dr. Raj. Dr. Raj, have you written your points?
Yeah, first in my treatment, acupressure treatment, and then second in yoga,
Awesome,
and then third is counseling for each other, counseling.
awesome, awesome,
Yes,
awesome.
in science and technology, any technology I know good.
Yeah,
In
that I can
cooking,
vouch for it. My dad fixes everything.
I know Jugaad technology also.
Yeah, that is great. That is wonderful.
And
We have 4 points from
scooting
you. We want more from you.
and driving also. Scooty, I can good driving scooty. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Write it, write it.
Advising anyone, advising.
Advising anyone. That's awesome, awesome. Write it.
Yes,
6 points
yes.
I have got from you. We want more. You're good at cooking also. I know it. You're good at cooking.
Cooking, yes, I also noted here. Cooking,
Awesome,
cooking
awesome.
also
So
noted.
7 things. So seven
Seventh,
things you have noted. 7 things you have told me. What are the other things you're good at?
yes. Al-
So one you have told you're great in acupressure. I can vouch for that. You're great in yoga. Actually, Josh, my dad has won state championships in yoga, so he's a master at it. And my mom is
Really?
also a master at it. So
Oh,
yeah, they are great in yoga, acupressure. Third is you drive well. I know it. Fourth, you have told you are great in Jugaad technology also, and I think you can fix anything. So four, you are good at that. Fifth, you said you're good at cooking also. Sixth, I forgot what you said. Seventh, I also forgot. But you have to tell me whatever like things you're good in. Just
yeah,
share
I
it.
can teach science and maths also. Science and
Awesome,
maths.
awesome,
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
So just write it. You're good at
Teaching.
teaching.
Yes, good in teaching,
that's really
teaching
important.
Awesome.
science and
Maths is
maths. Yeah.
is really good. Maths is I think it's the most important thing of all. Like in the school, we teach like religion and maths. I think is the most like important and key. You know,
Mm. And how many you have accumulated the things you are good at,
8
Dr. Raj?
points.
I
Eight
want two
points
more,
I
two more,
noted.
two more, two
Two
more. I
more.
want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Think
Okay. I
of
just think.
maybe you are a good listener. Maybe you
Yes.
are a good what I say. Whatever, like you have to think of yourself. Whatever you are good at. I
I'm
can
thinking also,
make
yeah,
you think.
because I can write down like more than 10, right? I can put 12 or
Yeah, you can
15.
write 15, 16, whatever. Joyce, that's brilliant if you can write that. The more you have, the better it is, because this activity is very important. You are going to realize in step 5 of the work that you have done in step 1. So that's why I'm just pushing you guys to write 10 or more if you have. It's going to be incredible for you discovering it. Or Papa, maybe you can also write you're good at fixing things, fixing all the stuff that
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
broken, right? So you're good
Yeah.
at that also.
Yes.
Or
Fixing things.
you're good at that other
Many
thing.
things, but
Yeah,
I currently I have to search in my mind.
yeah. Just think, just think. You have 2 minutes more. You can think of it.
I think
Then we'll.
searching fixing things.
Yeah, just think of
Yes.
it. Just think of it. One more thing. I think
I
you're
can
good at
good. I
you're good
can
in
judge
speaking
my
also.
diagnostic tools. I have to good
Yeah,
in diagnose any
awesome.
patient. I can diagnose good.
Write it, Doctor Raj. Write it.
Diagnose fixing things. If broken some things, I can
Yeah, yeah,
fix good.
yeah. That's awesome.
Yes.
I think you have accumulated 10, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Of course, 10.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's great. And now we'll march forward to step 2, and this is going to be a self discovery. And this step 2 is going to make you emotional. As much fun as was it is to discover your step 1, step 2 can make you a bit emotional. So we are going to step 2, and what is in step 2 is you have to write all of your pains which you have experienced in your life, be it emotional, be it financial, be it your pain in love, or or the other thing is what causes you pain, like when you see it around yourself, the thing which you feel that you're not able to do something but you have to do. It's like you feel about it. It's like you feel about a cause, a particular cause. So whatever pains you have personally experienced, that I want on top priority. And to complete the top 10 or top 12 list, I want you to also write the causes you feel connected to, the issues that Papa, you can mute yourself. Dr. Raj, you can mute yourself because we are hearing echo. So
I
if you can
think
just
it's
mute
already.
yourself. Mute.
It's sorry. It's already muted, right? I can. I basically. I don't. I think it's all
Oh,
right.
okay, okay. Awesome, awesome. That's great then. That's great. I think I'm hearing a lot of noise. But that's cool. So yeah, here you have to write all your pains that you have personally experienced that have hurt you like anything in life, be it an instance in your college where you had lack of money, or an instance in your life where you were cheated maybe, or whatever you have experienced. It's you who knows the best of it in your life. So you have to write your top 10 pains that you have experienced in your life. It doesn't mean that you have to go by order. It's just that you have to write all of those pains, 1, 2, 3, whatever pains that you have gone through. And yeah, you have to write it, and
Yeah, and
this
I'm
is
doing it,
going to be a
and yeah,
defining step.
I think
Yeah, Josh, you were asking something, Josh.
tengo que ganar para conectar. All right,
I
I
think we
think I'm back. Maybe.
what, Josh?
Uh oh.
Yeah, now you're there, Josh. Josh, you're there. Josh, you're there. I can see you. I think we have lost Josh. So let me go to my back screen so that I can just add him on the call. Okay. So, Dr. Raj, this is the step two which you have to do. I'm just adding Joss again because I think we have lost him, or there is some internet connection issue which he's facing through. So we'll try getting back in connect with him. Let me also open my Facebook. In case he pings, I'll just be there. I think he hasn't pinged. Okay. So I'll add him once he joins in. Awesome. So, Dr. Raj, this is the second step where you have to write all the pains that you have gone through and experienced. Okay. Write it as honestly as you can. And if you don't want to share some of the points here, that is completely cool because this is personal to you. And if you're comfortable sharing, that is also great. I think we have Josh back. Hi,
Yeah,
Josh.
hello. Sorry for the trouble. I just don't know what
No,
happened.
but no worries, no worries, no worries. Awesome. So, yeah.
I'm
So
raising the.
in step
So,
two, write
yeah.
all the pains that you have gone through. Okay, be it
Okay.
financial, emotional.
All right.
So just to reveal some of my pains that I have experienced, I have got a huge loan to pay, and I suffered financially and especially with the low salary when I joined my company. So I suffered financially a lot, and I have written it. It's even sounding difficult to read all those things. But I'll read some of it so that you can write and be as honest as you can. Okay. So yeah, it could be your heartbreaks also that you have suffered, or whatever, like whatever has hurt you the most in life. I want you to write it. Okay. And yes, because I was not good financially, so it left me feeling demotivated, and I was unclear of the path, which path I need to choose. How will I make money? In my past, of course, not right now. But yeah, that was one of the big pain that I have gone through, and I have gone through a pain of a heartbreak also because of money. Yeah, that was also one of the reasons for my heartbreaks. I have gone through cheating experiences in my life, so that was also there in my love life. So I
Sorry,
want
Nitesh.
you to write everything. I want you to write everything, whatever you have gone through here. You
I
know,
have a question, Nitesh.
yeah, Josh.
So in the step two, how many numbers of emotional things we need to rate?
10,
Like
10,
10?
10 you can write 10 or 12, whatever you have gone through, 10 or 12, whatever you have gone through, you have to write that.
Like the most important, right?
Yeah, you can write the most important. Like you can mention a specific story behind it also. You don't have to share that story with us because it's a painful one. If you are not comfortable with it, you need not share. But it's
Hmm.
like you have to write when you have suffered that, what feelings, like just pour it all down what you have felt at that moment. Okay.
All right. That's a kind of deep,
So
so maybe it took me like a little bit more time to write it down, more than
yeah,
people
yeah,
think
yeah.
because
That is cool. That is cool. That is cool. It's better if you take time because we have to recall our instances, right, of life.
yeah.
So just write your story as well, like a 2 3 line where you can just remember how much pain it was for you and what you felt, and yes, that's pretty much it. So I remember that once I was not having enough money to even fill my entrance examination fees. So that was really a downtime in my life. I'm just sharing one of the few. So I have gone through a lot of money issues initially in my life, and a lot of instance, my heartbreaks, my emotional pains has been correlated to that, and I felt a lot down and demotivated in my life earlier. So yeah, money was especially the issue with me, and because of it, I experienced heartbreaks, emotional pain, and a lot of things. So you have to be honest.
All
Say
right,
the way I
Nitesh.
was. Yeah, Josh.
I need to be honest with this one. I actually like strong and important things that emotional kind of hurt me. I can say like three and four, but after there is one thing that inside that one we have kind of three or four more. So I
Yeah,
can
you can write
say
that. You can write.
like, like in different ones, right? I can say this because this and this because difference, right?
Yeah. There is always a difference. Like how many stories you have, just pour in there. Like how many instances you have been there too, right? So you could have as I told, my money issues in 4 or 5 ways, right? So you could have
Mhm.
experienced that in different instances. So you have to write all of them. That is what I want. Like whatever you are able to recall right now from your wonderful subconscious, you can just
Mhm.
pour in there, and you'll be able to remember, because we humans connect to pain more than pleasure. So
Yeah,
so
unfortunately, yeah.
you'll be able to definitely correlate to that. Okay. And whatever, like you could have faced rejections in your interviews which you were preparing for. You could have faced rejections in the person you love, right? Whatever things you have experienced. My I just want to share a story where when I went to the banks after my job, also they rejected me to give a loan. And because they were saying that my salary was low and not enough, that really caused me a lot of pain in my heart. I felt a lot rejected because I was earning, and then also I was rejected for a loan. So that also was one of the pain that was also because of money. Right. So yeah, or anybody said you bad and you feel hurt, maybe your close one, your family member, and it kind of like stuck with you, like you cannot do this or whatever. It's like your story better than anybody else. Just pour down all the pains that you have gone through, because this pain is going to connect to your purpose, and it's a wonderful exercise, because once you pour it all down, you'll feel lighter,
Yeah,
as well as this is going to be a step towards knowing your life purpose. A very important step, right? I think my dad is facing internet issues, so आप इस लिंक पे क्यों जा रहे हैं बार बार? नहीं, this link you have to click. So I'm just telling my dad, guys, how to fix the. He was good at fixing things, he said, but I'm fixing it for him now. So I think now you can enter the studio. Yeah, we have a meeting request where Dr. Raj is going to join me back. That's wonderful. Let me add him to the stream. Awesome. I think we have him walking and moving. So yeah, guys, here in this step, again, I'm reiterating, you have to write down your pains. If you want to me to be silent to just recall your story, I just will be silent for a minute. Okay, I think my screen is there. Let me put on my screen back where I'm really sharing my screen. Yeah, so this is the second step. You may have felt if it's a relationship pain, you may have felt cheated, ignored, or neglected, or rejected, some of which I have also gone through. So that's why I've written it along with a specific person, of course. So here it's important that you write the name of a person who has caused you hurt, or because of which you're feeling, or you have that pain in your heart. So I want you guys to put in that specific instance. I want you guys to put in that specific story in 2 3 lines, or 2 3 or one line. It's just to remember it, how you felt at that moment, and what story you had there. So this is the second step. I was also thinking, guys, that I'll play the background music at behind this, but I thought that that again may create a bit of an issue for you guys to think through. So I avoided it. I have it ready. If you guys want, I can play it.
All right. I already write like one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, seven. I can share with them with you guys like the seven and still writing the other three later. Do you think that's fine?
Yeah, that is okay. That is okay. If you can share some of your top pains in your life.
Yeah, you can like hear in my voice kind of the emotion, right?
Yeah,
Okay, I
correct.
will start. I will start with the first one. I think before start, I want to say something like every bad thing that happens in our lives is not just bad things. It's I don't know how do you call that when you have weapons like swords and you need to fix
Mm,
it. You go with something like bang bang. You know what I mean? It's kind of red,
mm,
and you fix the weapon with that. I don't know how to call that. So that's what pain is. It. Under my opinion, I'm quite young. I'm 21 years old, so I don't know that
mm,
much of life. But at the moment, I can say that the hurts and the bad
mm,
moments are just for
mm,
grow. So
mm,
it's important. You need to feel like grateful to be struggling because it's something to help you out, to give you up. So I will start. For the first, I will say when I was I think it was a year old, only 1 year old. My parents divided, so that changed my life.
mm,
I will
mm,
be with my father and with my mother in different houses along the time, week, so that my
mm,
shoes never were on earth. My shoes was moving all the time, so that changed my life and the good and
mm,
bad things. After that,
mm,
I fall in love, and of course, because my parents, I need to move and leave the places. So that broke my first love.
mm,
Mm, Following the number three is I lost some friends in
mm,
accidents, in a car accident crash, and a suicide.
mm,
So that
mm,
really changed my point of view to help people out when they're struggling. Also,
mm,
this is the thing I was telling you before. When COVID starts, after COVID, only COVID have a few, after COVID.
mm,
So the first
mm,
one in COVID was the lockdown.
mm,
Um, After lockdown, my social skills, I can say,
mm,
kind of smoke. So I was inside with no going out, and that really touched my mind a lot because I was not used to be inside the house. So that was the
mm,
first. Some people say, okay, I don't mind to be inside the lockdown, but I really had pain for that, and
mm,
my life kind of changed after that. Second one
mm,
from COVID, I I was working in United Kingdom, and when lockdown started, I need to come back to my country. So after COVID and come back to the castle again, I was different. So staff members, not the same relation anymore. I was kind of going away from them and done kind of lost connections with my friends on the United Kingdom college,
mm,
working stuff. So I was
mm,
don't like that much like before. To the
mm,
point to think every day, I want to leave, I want to leave, I want to leave. So finally, I quit the job. I come back to Spain because I was not good, and yeah,
mm,
painful in my head because that. Also, after COVID, um, after leave United Kingdom again, and I put inside a lockdown from myself. You know, first lockdown,
mm,
policemen say lockdown, but second lockdown, I was myself. I was kind
mm,
of sad and inside house and losing my connection to people. I can say that.
mm,
So yeah, everything, the heart of my heart, I can say the most important pain from my heart is because the three things: parents,
mm,
love, and friends dead, And
Hmm.
after that 3 ones, I can say a few when I come from after COVID. But that's good because going to make me how do you say grow, you know.
Hmm. That's wonderful, and I loved your honesty there, with which you shared all of those instances, and completely very emotional listening to that. And yeah, wonderful. If you can just think of two or three more, meanwhile we
All right.
asked with Dr. Raj, you can
I will.
write them
Thank you.
down. And it's a wonderful step that you have followed with heart. So, Dr. Raj, just want you to comment on whether you have completed your 10 top 10 pains of what you have personally suffered or what you feel strongly about.
Just I completed some in my childhood. I will talk in Hindi and you will translate it into English. Okay?
Okay, okay,
I
okay, okay,
can
okay. That's good.
talk in Hindi good.
Okay,
बचपन में
okay.
हम जो है बहुत हमारे मतलब हेल्थ इश्यूज से गुजरे काफी. उस समय
Hmm.
हमको बहुत प्रॉब्लम थी. हम काफी कुछ चाहते थे लेकिन वो मेरे अकॉर्डिंग नहीं चलता. तो
Hmm.
बहुत इश्यूज थे हमारी स्टडीज में और ये सब काफी प्रॉब्लम्स.
Okay,
उसके
okay.
बाद
So
जो
this is
है
your first. This is your first.
यस फर्स्ट
Okay, let me translate it for viewers, Papa. Let me translate it.
यस यस
So
यस
the first pain that my dad is telling, he's saying that he has gone through a lot of health issues in his from his childhood itself, and it has impacted him in his studies. It has impacted in him in his personal growth, and it has impacted him a lot mentally as well. So that is the top pain that my dad has been through, and he's just given it in Hindi, and I'm translating it in English. Yeah, Dad. So you can go with the second pain that you have experienced, which you're
हाँ.
comfortable with
आई
sharing.
स्टार्ट सॉरी इन हिंदी. हमने
Yeah,
फिर
yeah,
जो
yeah.
है
You
अपना
go in Hindi.
पहले जॉब या बिजनेस में हम जाना चाहते थे. हम क्लियर नहीं हो पा रहे थे आफ्टर
Hmm.
12th के बाद जो है आफ्टर कॉलेजिंग.
Hmm.
तो प्रॉब्लम हो रही थी उस समय चूज करने में कि किस साइड हमको जाना है बिजनेस में और जॉब में. उस समय थोड़ी सी
Hmm.
हमको डिस्टरबेंस होता था काफी. तो उस समय
कैसा
हमको
type of
चूज करने
disturbance?
में यस यानी को
कैसा disturbance? No, no,
डिस्टरबेंस
no. It was
प्रॉब्लम ये हुई कि
नहीं.
जॉब या बिजनेस आई कांट चूज. बट
Okay, okay.
आफ्टर सम टाइम आई थिंक यानी हमने ये सोचा कि हम जॉब कर लेंगे क्योंकि हमारा
Hmm.
एजुकेशन ठीक हो चुका था. तो हमको जॉब मिल भी गई लेकिन
Hmm.
अगेन हमारे हेल्थ इश्यू की वजह से प्रॉब्लम हुई. हमने जॉब छोड़ी और फिर
Okay,
जो है
okay.
हमने फिर बिजनेस में अपने उसमें आए इस तरह से.
Okay, okay, okay.
ये
So
सेकंड मतलब
second pain,
प्रॉब्लम.
second point that my dad is telling, that again he faced an issue with his health when the second point is he was facing difficulty in choosing after standard 12 which stream should he take, which of course all of us face at some point. And when he got a job, he again faced an issue there, a health issue there, where I know the instance that he was in a chemical factory, and because the what I say the what I say that what do you say it in English?
लंग्स
The
प्रॉब्लम.
smokes, yeah, the smokes that come out of
लंग्स.
that chemical factory has affected his lungs, and unfortunately, he has to quit that job in the first 3 months itself because of his health. So that is the second pain that he is mentioning about. Yeah, Papa, you can go with the third one.
यस ओके. एंड मेरी मदर को बहुत प्रॉब्लम थी. वो उनकी मेंटल इश्यूज थे. वो
Hmm.
बार बार एक ही चीज कराती थी. बड़ा प्रॉब्लम होती थी. मतलब शुरू से लेके
Hmm.
बचपन से हमने उनको मतलब बहुत प्रॉब्लम में देखा. तो वो
Hmm.
हमारे लिए बहुत इमोशनल पेन था उसका कि मेरी मदर
Hmm.
कैसे ठीक होंगी. उनके लिए हमने जगह जगह पे बहुत सारी ट्रीटमेंट. इसी वजह से हम डॉक्टर बने एक्यूप्रेशर के.
Hmm.
उनकी प्रॉब्लम को देख के हम ये सोचते थे कि क्या क्या इनकी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं. मेरे फादर भी होम्योपैथिक डॉक्टर थे. तो
Hmm.
हम समझते थे कि ये क्या बहुत ज्यादा पेन से गुजर रही हैं. तो ऑलरेडी हम उस इमोशनल पेन से काफी गुजरे. वो मेरे मदर का
Hmm.
इशू था. नितेश विल टेल इन इंग्लिश ट्रांसलेशन.
Awesome. So third point that he is mentioning is he felt a lot of pain seeing his mother, because his mother was experiencing a lot of health issues herself, and she was not okay with her mental health. and he used to take her to a lot of hospitals and clinics, but unfortunately she was not able to get well with the treatments, and they were not able to find a proper treatment for her to recover. So that also caused a lot of emotional pain and a lot of disturbance in the family itself. So that is the I think third point which dad is mentioning, that was very painful for him, and that made him got into this health industry where he wanted to become a doctor. So that is what he's mentioning in his fourth point, I think. Fourth point, yeah. And the guys, Dr. Raj, if you don't want to share some of the things, you can avoid it. It is
Yes,
completely
thank
on
you.
you
Thank
that
you.
whether, yeah.
Okay.
But I would
Because of
prefer if you could just
any.
write 10 or 12 for yourself. That is important.
Okay. 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 I will write.
Okay. Yeah. Anything, Joyce? You come up with two more pointers. Two
Yeah,
more.
I have one more.
Yeah.
It's kind of a family one. It's too kind, like very own, but I don't have
Hmm.
problem to share a bit of it. So
Hmm.
yeah,
No
basically,
worries. No worries.
after after um, after I was not okay about the COVID lockdown and all this stuff, I decided to focus on family, okay? Only
Hmm.
the true love, the true things. But at the same time, they were worried about me, but
Hmm.
I was trying to make them happy, but I was not happy. So when you try to
Hmm.
make somebody happy and you are not happy and you want to them smile, but you cannot smile yourself first,
Hmm.
it's kind of, you
Hmm.
want, but you can't sometimes. So that's really
Correct. Correct. Correct.
emotional.
The congestion of emotion, something like that. Correct.
Yeah.
That's wonderful point. Wonderful point. I think we are done with step two. Dr. Raj, have you completed your step two?
Yes, I have completed. I can tell in Hindi.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, you can just go ahead and give me one or two more points. Then we are going to get on step three after step two. And these are two of the critical steps that you have done in step one and step two. Yeah, Dr. Raj, just share it in Hindi and I will translate it for you.
uh, when I started my business, हमने जब इसका बिजनेस करना शुरू किया क्योंकि जॉब में नहीं गए, तब हमारा जो है एक बार बीच में मिड एज पे एक चीट हुआ हमारे साथ दिल्ली में
Hmm.
वाइल डूइंग बिजनेस। तो
Hmm.
वहां पे हमारे को बड़ा जो चीज दिखाई गई, एक्चुअली बिजनेस में ये होता है कि जो प्रोडक्ट दिखाए गए वो मतलब ओके होने चाहिए, वही मिलने चाहिए, लेकिन उसने एडवांस पेमेंट लेके करीब 25-30 हजार तब थाउजेंड दिया, एंड देन ही गेव मी, मतलब उन्होंने हमको प्रोडक्ट दिए, हमने प्रोडक्ट चेक किए तो वो डुप्लीकेट थे। तो तब
Hmm.
हमको बड़ी प्रॉब्लम हुई थी उस समय, हम मतलब एकदम से बहुत ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम फील किया उसमें,
Hmm.
इमोशनल डिस्टर्बेंस।
So Dr. Raj is saying that he has suffered a business loss because the person who he got connected with in his young age, he looks younger than me right now also, but in his way more younger age, when he faced a business loss because he received a duplicate item for what he was promised. He received counterfeits, and he was very disappointed because of it, because he was not able to start his business that he wanted to. So that still remain a pain in his life, and he has written it as a fifth pointer. Awesome. Can you think of other pain, maybe a lot emotional on the emotional side? If yes, you can write it, Dr. Raj. And now we are going to
Yes.
march on step three. Okay. So if you have any of the pains that is flashed on your in your mind, just write it in step two. I have not written it here, but I have written all of my pains in this book. If you can just see, I think this is visible. This will come. Yeah, in
No
all of
visible.
my notes,
I can't
I have
see it.
written, yeah, I have written it in this drawing book, in this notepad of mine. I have written everything, all of my pains. These are all my pains that you can see on the header. I have not written it here because it will make it clumsy for each one of you to see. So here in step 2, you have to write about the pains that you have gone through. Top 10 hurts or pains you have suffered. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I have also shared my pains. Some of my pains I have shared, but there were a lot. But I think we can march forward to step 3. And I really like your honesty, Joss and Dr. Raj, for sharing your thoughts on step 2. Okay.
Thank you.
So now we are going to step 3. And this is also an important step. So in this step, you have to write what was the feelings that you experienced in all of the pains that you have written. What was the feelings that you experienced? You could have felt defeated, you could have felt insecure, you could have felt cheated, you could have felt that you could have felt low on your self-esteem, low on your confidence. So whatever feelings that you have experienced during your pain, just be honest in writing that. So for example, I felt low, I felt low in my when I was like in standard 1 to standard 6. I was not doing well in my studies, and I felt quite low because every now and then I was failing the examinations. So I felt quite low during that period, and it kind of haunted my, what I say, self confidence and self esteem for a long period. It's like there is that lack of self confidence in you that has stayed in me for a long period. And that debacle which I faced earlier in my life, that not so good grades that I have not got in my life in the initial phase, have made me quite low on confidence, quite low on self esteem, and it has stayed with me for a long period of time. Sometimes I also feel less confident now, especially when I drive. And my dad used to say me that, feel confident, you drive good, but I don't feel confident in that. So it's nothing to do deal with that, but it kind of stays with you with whatever activity you take up in life. That feeling stayed with me for a long time. Now I'm not that, but still it is there. Some part of me feels it, right? And I felt insecure a lot because I was not having money. And this I felt when I was having relationship issues, when I faced my breakup. I felt a lot insecure in my life because of money, because I felt money I felt cheated because of money.
Oh,
And I felt that money solves everything. So that feeling I experienced, felt because I was not that strong in confidence. I felt that, will I ever be able to do good in life? And I felt defeated in my relationships earlier, and even in my career. And it was very tough for me. So yeah, these are just some of the broad feelings that I have experienced in my life, that I have gone through with the pains that. So what you can do is just see the step 2 and put on step 3 what pains, what feelings you have gone through. For example, I have gone through insecurity of money, insecurity because of money, right? Because of money in my relationship. So insecurity become my feeling, right? And other thing, low on self esteem. Okay, low on
mhm.
self esteem, low on confidence. So this you can write here in your step 3, where you are writing what was the feelings that you experienced during your step 2. Okay.
I think, Nitesh, I finished with it because when you were talking, this is shorter because when you're talking about happy and sad things, you need to go deep into your mind. But right now,
Yeah.
it's you already know. So I finished this. I'm done with this one.
Awesome. Awesome. I want you to share some of your insights on it.
Sorry?
I just want you to share some of the feelings that you experienced.
Oh yeah, yeah. I can share some of them. Yeah. Um.
Yeah, if you're comfortable. It's not
Yeah,
a
yeah.
force. If you're comfortable, you can share.
It's okay. First of all, I want to say I'm really enjoying this because
Yeah.
this is, I think it's really important. So thank you, Nitesh, for all this. And yeah, I will share all this with you and the people.
Mm.
The first one is because my parent separation, I don't know, I didn't know, and also a little bit, I don't know who I am fully. So that
Hmm.
was the first bad thing of parents separated. You don't know who you really are because maybe you
Hmm.
are like this with your mom and a little bit different with your dad. So, you know, that's the first one. And the second
Hmm.
one is I feel lack of confidence because of that.
Hmm.
Also, you said before, low autoesteem, same.
Hmm.
And this is very curious. Well,
Hmm.
I like that one for the last because I think it's a nice one. It's not a nice feeling, but it's nice to say here. So I saved
Yeah,
that for
yeah.
the last one. I will say I lost my ability to deal and have relations with other people.
Hmm.
So that was really painful from becoming super social and very good social and
Hmm.
after like zero social, that's really painful. And
Hmm.
yeah, the last one, the most important one I will say in this conversation is I lost my life purpose.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think that's the best I can do to share with you guys.
Beautiful, beautiful, Joss. Beautiful. It's like we are really discovering like internal self of each other. So it's wonderful and very honest of you to share it, and I appreciate it, Joss.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Dr. Raj, if any insight you want to throw in step three, what feelings you experience? I know a lot about you and I can tell, but I want you to tell what feelings you experience in your life. The step two pains. Just take that brief from your pains that you have gone through and what feelings you have experienced. You have to write it in step three. So, what were your pains? What were your feelings that you have experienced, Dr. Raj?
हाँ, हमारे जैसे हमने बताया कि बचपन में ही हमारी प्रॉब्लम थी इस तरह की, तो उस समय का लेके आज तक मतलब वो प्रॉब्लम कभी-कभी याद रहती है तो बहुत प्रॉब्लम आती है। उसको कभी-कभी क्राइसिस जो होते हैं, आज के जो फाइनेंशियल प्रॉब्लम थी हमको उसके वजह से, जो हमारे जो
Hmm.
है 12th में हमने बताया कि जॉब और इसमें प्रॉब्लम हुई हमको सेलेक्ट करने में, क्योंकि पहले ही हमारा डिसाइड नहीं हो पा रहा था हेल्थ इश्यू की वजह से कि हमको
Hmm.
क्या सिलेक्शन मतलब करना है। इस वजह से
Hmm.
हम जो है कंफ्यूज थे उस समय काफी प्रॉब्लम। उसके बाद हमारी जो है जर्नी जो हुई है ना, तो वो टफ थी, स्ट्रगलिंग थी। उसके बाद
Hmm.
हमने अपनी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कुछ यूनिट्स थी वो स्टार्ट किया, वो अच्छी थी। उसके बाद नेक्स्ट जब मिड एज पे थे हम, जब बच्चे हमारे ठीक ठाक बड़े हो गए, उस समय हमको वो इशू हुआ, जो मेरी बिजनेस थोड़ी डिस्टर्ब हो गई। वो ठीक ठाक चल रही
Hmm.
थी, लेकिन वो टीवी से जुड़ी हुई थी, कुछ चेंजिंग हुई बिजनेस में ऑल ओवर वर्ल्ड, नॉट इन इंडिया। तो हर जगह पे वो मतलब इलेक्ट्रॉनिकली टेक्नोलॉजी पूरी चेंज हो गई, उस वजह से बिजनेस में क्राइसिस आया और उस वजह
Hmm.
से हमारी फैमिली प्रॉब्लम हुई, काफी प्रॉब्लम फेस किया हमने, काफी स्ट्रगल हुए। उसके बाद हमने जगह छोड़ी अपनी जहाँ पे थे, बर्थ प्लेस हमारी। उसके बाद काफी स्ट्रगल हुए और वो आज यहाँ पे नितेश इसको ट्रांसलेट कर देता।
Yeah, so he's saying that after his 12th itself, he was not sure of what he wants to take up in his career, and unfortunately, when he quitted his job, he has to go through a lot of financial suffering, and that has affected his marriage life as well, and he has faced a lot of issues in that also, and because of less money in the business, that because of the loss that he has suffered in business, he has to change many businesses during his profession. I think he would have tried like he would have done 7 to 8 professions by now, and just because there was some financial crisis because of his job, because he was unfortunately quitted of his job because of his health issue. Then he tried his hands in business. He experienced failure in some of the businesses that he took up. He experienced failure in partnerships, and that has had a very great impact on him because that has affected his relationships also with people and within his marriage also because of financial issues. So that stayed with him for life, and the pain of it is still there, and that That is the feeling, that lowness is still something which he experiences, and that's what he has written in his step three. Have I forgotten any point, Dr. Raj? Just let me know if I have forgotten it.
Hello, sorry,
If I have missed
I
one
can't
of your
listen you.
points that you have mentioned, yeah, yeah. If I have missed one of
Yes,
your points that you have said, just let me know. Okay,
okay.
okay. And
After
guys,
some
this
time,
is
I will. Yes.
yeah. And
The
guys, I
sound
was
is
just
not
telling.
clear. I can't listen you. Good. Sorry.
Okay, okay, okay. So I'm just telling guys, this step three is very important, and step two also is very important because we need to know our life purpose. So we need to know our life instances, and we need to know what we have been through. So as honest as you can be, just put it out there. Nobody is going to ask you this drawing sheet or drawing board, and nobody you need to share it with. But it's because we are knowing our internal self, knowing and connecting with our internal self. So be as honest as you can in step two and step three. So whatever feelings you have experienced, like I have I already told I felt low because I was cheated in relationships. Because of it, I felt quite low in my life. I felt insecure because of not having enough money in the past. So I have written it all. So as honest as you can be in step three, just write it. Okay. So yeah, Dad, you were saying anything?
Yes. Hello. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, Dr. Raj. Yeah,
Yes. Step three.
yeah. You are done with step three, right?
Yes. Yes.
Awesome.
Same.
So let's march on to step four. And guys, now we are going to do it in like 15 minutes. Step four and step five are very quick. So I'm just getting into step four. And this is the most important question here. Out of all the pains that you have gone through, that you have suffered, what is your biggest pain that you have gone through, but you don't want others to go through it? What is your biggest pain that you have gone through, but you don't want others to go through it? So, for example, I have written down here itself. For me, I felt down, I felt low on confidence, demotivated because I felt a lot of money failures affected my life in all the dimension. And I didn't want to go other through the same money pain and experience emotional failures that I did. So this is my point. I have put it down earlier itself during the creation of presentation itself, but I have all it on my drawing board also. So just ask, what is your biggest pain that you have gone through, but you don't want others to go through? This is the most critical question of this life that you need to answer for yourself. पापा, जस्ट टू एक्सप्लेन इट इन हिंदी, आपका ऐसा कौन सा सबसे बड़ा पेन जो आप गुजरे हैं बट यू डोंट वांट अदर्स टू गो थ्रू? वो आपकी हेल्थ भी हो सकती है, दैट कुड बी एनीथिंग व्हिच यू फील लाइक, जैसे आपका हेल्थ था तो इसीलिए आई
हाँ,
जस्ट
ये हम
रिकॉल्ड
अपनी
दैट।
हेल्थ जिस तरह का हमको प्रॉब्लम हुआ था उस वजह से हमारी लाइफ सफर्ड हुई है। वो हम
हाँ,
नहीं चाहते कि दूसरे लोग भी इस पेन से गुजरे, क्योंकि हमको
दैट्स
आज तक
वंडरफुल।
उसकी वजह से प्रॉब्लम मतलब आज भी फेस करनी पड़ रही है। इसलिए
ऑसम,
हम
ऑसम,
ये चाहते हैं कि दूसरे लोग कम से कम इस तरह की पेन से ना।
awesome. So Dr. Raj just said in Hindi, he has said that he has gone through and experienced to a lot of health issues in his from his childhood to now also, and he don't want others to go through that. And that is the single largest, single biggest pain for him that he don't want others to go through. So I would just say that you can write one or two or three even if those are your biggest pain that hurts you, that appeals to you the most, and maybe just select one or two or top of them that has hurt you and that you don't want others to go through. Okay, so Dr. Raj has shared. I'm waiting for Joss. I have shared. I have already written it. So step 4 is this.
All right, I got it. So I
Awesome.
can say it's two. I select two most painful sensations, and I will say the first one. Yeah, the first of all is I was feeling the worst thing was feel lost on this life.
Mm.
Yeah, feeling not enough for anything. Like you
Mm.
did before, for example, drink some water. I was feeling like not enough for grab a glass. You know, I was feeling not
Mm.
enough for wake up from the bed. I was feeling not enough for nothing, nothing. So I would say,
Mm.
yeah, I would say that's one of the most critical sensations I had. And the
Mm.
second one is basically the same, but I think it's a bit different. Is hurting myself.
Mm. So you
Nobody,
don't want
just
that
me.
to, you don't want others to go through what you have done, right?
Yeah,
For
I don't
those
want
to.
to nobody. I don't want to nobody hurt themselves because people normally can hurt you. That's
Mm.
unfortunately that's normal. But yourself,
Mm.
you should know you are the best company you can ever have. So you are not technically allow. It's not good. It's not good to allow yourself to hurt yourself. That's
Mm.
really, really, really key. And yeah, and feel not enough for anything is also really key to don't have that feeling, you know?
Mm.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, 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 Josh. So we are done with step four, guys. And this is a great win that you have sailed on to step four, from starting with why life purpose is important. Step one, we have written what we are good at. Step two, we have written our pain. Step three, we have written how we felt about those pain, how we experienced that pain. Step four, we have written what is that one thing, what is that one pain or two, three pains that you don't want others to go through. And step five is going to be a defining step for every one of us, because it's the step where we are going to really discover our life purpose. And this step is on your screen. So, how can you elevate the biggest two, three pains you have suffered? Okay, so here you have to, whatever pains you have written, the two or three of them that you have written in step four, and maybe some of it in step two, the biggest that hurt you, how you can alleviate those pains that you have suffered. Okay, here what you have to do is the step one files where you have created 10 or 12 pointers. You have to think of those, you have to think of those where you're good at and where you feel passionate of. So for example, at step 1 I have written I was good at driving, I was good at video editing, I was average at cooking. But I'm not going to do it for my life, for I'm not going to do driving. Like, I don't feel that passionate about driving. Okay. So, in this step five, what you have to do is think of what you're good at and how you can alleviate the two or three pains that you have written, the top of the list, to execute it. How you can heal it, or how you can perform something which you are good at to really heal the pain that you have suffered. So for example, I have suffered, like, I felt a lot of emotional outbreaks and heartbreaks and a lot down in life because of money, because of people who were connected with me when I was in relationship with them. So I felt a lot down. And as I have written that I am good at making videos, I am good at face reading, and being good at making videos, experiencing those painful feelings in my past, by making videos around self help, by making videos around what I have gone through. Like in the last step, I missed to tell that I felt a lot down in my life, a, because of money, and b, because of a lot of other things that I felt down because of my low self esteem. So I never wanted others to feel or go through the money pain or the emotional pain that I have been through. Okay, so step 1, where I have written that I was good at making videos, this become this becomes a way for me to design videos on self help, which I feel very strongly about, to help people who are experiencing those emotions in their life. And that is one of the reasons why I started this YouTube channel, where a lot of self help videos are there that you can see. based on a lot of pains that one is suffering or one has gone through, but I don't want others to suffer through them. So whatever steps that you have written, whatever steps you have written in your step 1, they are now coming in handy because you are going to alleviate your 2 3 pains with that, and that is an essential step towards defining your purpose. Okay, so what you can do to eliminate those 2 3 pains that you have suffered, 2 3 big pains. Okay, so yeah, so this is the thing that you need to identify, and that you can identify from your step 1. Okay, so driving, but it's important that you feel very strongly about it. It's not something that, okay, it's something like you may have experienced a lot of pains, but that you feel highly strong about. And that step 1, you can extract your skills that you have written. So, for example, my videos, I told you that when I make videos, not on any other thing, but on self help, that is a critical thing because that is the painful area, that is the emotional area that I have felt a lot down in my life. And when I experience those emotions, it still feels pains to me, it still pains me. And with me, when I make videos, it helps me clear out that, it helps me, it helps me give good meaning to my life, because I feel what I have been through, I don't want others to go through that, and videos are one way where I can just give more meaning to my life. So here you have to select that. When I do face reading, it's again, it's again dealing with how I can help my clients in a better way, because my face reading are based majorly on relationship reading, and I have been through a lot of relationship failures in my life, and face reading becomes an advent for me to give meaning in my life. So here in step 5, you have to write from your skills, what skills that you have got, how you can alleviate your 2 3 pains, how you can eliminate those 2 3 pains. Right? I think we have lost Joss. Let me just see where he is. Okay. Yeah, Dr. Raj, are you with me right now?
Yes, just I will tell you. Because of my pain, I select my profession as doctor and in alternative therapies in acupressure.
Hmm.
In Hindi, I will tell you. इन एलोपैथिक डॉक्टर्स, मतलब कई एलोपैथिक डॉक्टरों के यहाँ हम गए, उनकी मतलब उनसे वो ठीक नहीं हो पाया, हमारी भी प्रॉब्लम और हमारे फैमिली में भी कई प्रॉब्लम होती थी। तो हमने देखा कि हमारी जो प्रॉब्लम थी वो हमारी अल्टरनेटिव थेरेपी एक्यूप्रेशर जब वहां गए तो वो उससे काफी मिनिमाइज हुई, योगा करने से काफी मिनिमाइज हुई। तो हमने भी लोगों को गाइड करना शुरू किया इसी तरीके से। फिर हमने सीखा, उसके हमने काफी कोर्स किए उससे, फिर हमने अपना प्रोफेशन अपना एज ए डॉक्टर सेलेक्ट किया ताकि दूसरों के पेन को हम कम कर सके। तो ये आज हम जो है करते हुए मेरे काफी साल हो गए, 15-20 साल करीब करीब हमने हेल्प की, थोड़ी कोशिश की हेल्प करने की, उससे काफी लोगों को हेल्प मिली और काफी लोगों को ऐसे ऐसे पेन जो कि काफी रिलीज हुए, ठीक हुए। तो इस तरह से हमने किया। और दूसरा, हमने अपने कैरियर में जब बिजनेस के टर्म में हम कर रहे थे तो उसमें भी हमने कहीं अपने लॉसेस देखे, तो वो हमने एक्सपीरियंस किया और दूसरों लोगों को हमने एडवाइस भी किया कि इस तरह से पार्टनरशिप में या किस तरह से मतलब प्रॉब्लम फेस होने लगती है बिजनेस गलत तरीके से करने में। तो उसका जो एक्सपीरियंस हुआ हम लोगों को सजेस्ट करते हैं ताकि जो है दूसरे उस गड़बड़ी से ना जाए। Nitesh will translate in English.
Awesome. So my dad is saying that whatever he has experienced in his childhood as his health issues, it has propelled him to, because he was not getting well, it has propelled him to learn more about the alternative therapies, which is acupressure, which is what he does, and he's been doing it from the last 15 to 20 years. And because there was not a solution in the English medicine, he wanted to get into an idea where he could help people through his profession who are suffering the illnesses like he suffered. So he took up a health path. He took up a path of acupressure. I think Joss is with us right now. I'm just
Yeah,
adding
I'm
him
really
in the
sorry,
screen.
man. I'm really sorry for all the folks here. I'm so sorry. I
No
didn't.
worries. No worries. No worries, Joss. You're
Again.
there. You're trying to make a connection. That in itself is a great
Yeah.
thing. Yes. So yeah, I was translating for Dr. Raj. He's saying that because he has gone through a lot of health issues in his past, he wanted to learn through the arts of alternative therapy so that he can heal his pain. He can heal what he has gone through, and that he wanted to do it to others also because he doesn't want others to suffer through the same thing, the same health issues that he has suffered. So because his biggest pain was that he wanted it to alleviate it through acupressure, and he has also written in his step one he was good at acupressure. So, Dr. Raj, are you seeing the link from where we are going to where we have been now? That your acupressure is now linked to the most what I say the biggest pain that you have experienced in your life. Can you appreciate the amount of steps we have done?
यस ऑफ कोर्स। काफी लोगों को ऐसी ऐसी प्रॉब्लम्स हुई जिनको, जैसे हमको लंग्स की प्रॉब्लम थी, दिमाग, सांस की, पेट के इश्यू होते थे, तो ये एक्यूप्रेशर से हमने देखा कि कितने ही पेशेंट ठीक हुए जिनकी 10-10, 15-15, 20-20 साल से प्रॉब्लम थी, और वो मेरे ख्याल से कुछ ही महीने में ठीक हुए, काफी बेटर फील हुआ उनको। तो हमको इसमें और कॉन्फिडेंस हुआ। हम अपने यहाँ इलाहाबाद संस्थान में जब हम सीख रहे थे तभी हमने देखा कि लोगों का नेचर तक तो बदला, जिनके नेचर में कुछ प्रॉब्लम थी, जिनके इमोशनल में प्रॉब्लम थी, वो इमोशनल डिस्टरबेंस तक जो है इनको इससे करेक्ट कर सकते हैं। तो ये विधा हमने सीखी तो हमको मतलब लगता है कि जैसे वरदान मिल गया हो हमको ऐसा। तो उसके बाद तो हमको जरा इस पे पूरा कॉन्फिडेंस आया कि हम ये इससे जो है काफी अचीवमेंट कर सकते हैं। उसके बाद हम यहाँ एक्सपीरियंस कर रहे हैं, कई लोगों ने हमको रिव्यूज दिया है, हमारे जयमा हेल्थ केयर सेंटर का गूगल पे है, उसमें रिव्यूज है काफी। इन एस्केलेटरल सिस्टम में भी काफी प्रॉब्लम जो है काफी ठीक हुई है, मैक्सिमम प्रॉब्लम ठीक ही हो जाती है। वो अभी नितेश ट्रांसलेट।
Awesome. So he's telling about how he came into the health profession because he himself has suffered a lot of health issues, and he's doing very good right now. And he has a lot of client base, and he helps a lot of people every single day who visits his clinic. And the pain that he has been through, and the skill that he has acquired of being a acupuncture specialist, is now helping him to really kill the pain that he has gone through, and he uses acupressure as one of the remedy to alleviate his pain. And this is a very important step in this, in knowing your life purpose. So George, can you tell us what is one thing that you can use out of that step one where you are good at to alleviate the pain that you have suffered, like the biggest pain that you have suffered?
I will say, yeah, I told before in step one, I'm good making music, and I'm good writing, and good with social skills before pandemic. So that three things: music, writing, and social skills, I think are really, really important to basically help others, and during the process of helping others also help myself. So I can help others pain, and at the same time I can help my pain. So that's beautiful.
That's wonderful, wonderful, George. Really wonderful.
Good.
So now we are going to write our purpose and how we are going to execute our purpose. This is going to be the final slide, I think. So here you need to write your purpose. Okay. So for me, as I have told that I felt a lot of emotional pain. So for me to make people feel empowered and motivated when they are less hopeful of their lives, when they feel everything they have lost, when they feel they are there is no way to live life, when they feel there is like life is not there for them, that is where my purpose is there. Like I want to make them feel empowered and motivated when they are less hopeful of their lives, and I want to make them realize their true potential in finding the best version of themselves. And fortunately this live is also about that, right? So to make people feel empowered and motivated, so that is my purpose. So now write your purpose, like write your purpose in a positive statement where you want to, where whatever your biggest pain was, that will be converted into a positive side. So for example, my pain was I felt emotionally low. So the opposite of emotionally low is making others feel empowered and motivated. So that becomes my statement for writing my purpose. So to make people feel empowered and motivated. So for example, for my dad, it will become to make people feel healthy in their lives, or to make people feel to remove the illness of people who are going through issues in their lungs. So whatever is there, that becomes your statement. Okay, that becomes your purpose statement. So for me, as I have written, to make people feel empowered and motivated when they are less hopeful in their lives, and to realize their true potential and finding the best version of themselves, that is my purpose. Just a hint that you can take to write your purpose statement. It need not be accurate, or it may not come at this moment. You can take example of the statement that I have put, and you can just write your own in 5-10 minutes, or even a day. You can take that, but you can just write it there. And how I execute my purpose, as I have written, I execute my purpose through designing personal development videos, through designing self-help videos, my classes on Skillshare, Udemy. This is not to this is not to market my courses, but yeah, and through face reading. So these are the three things that helps me execute my purpose of making others feel empowered, motivated, and realize their true potential of their life. So you have to write it, how you can execute your purpose, and from step one you will be able to get a hint of what you are good at and how you can contribute to the purpose that you have written for yourself. Okay, like Josh was saying that music and socializing can help him, so he can execute his purpose through those things. So your skills, so your step one here is the critical aspect of how you're going to execute your purpose, because knowing your purpose is important. But if you're not executing it, if you're not doing that is something that is giving you meaning, you will feel lax. And here is why your purpose gives meaning to your life, right? So you can take your time. I'll give both of you 2 minutes, and all the viewers who are going to watch this live and the replay, 2 minutes, just think of it, write your purpose. This is connected with the pain that you have experienced. Like I have written empowered and motivated, I have experienced emotional pain, and that I didn't want others to feel. And that's why the question was there, what was that one pain which you don't want others to experience? And that was the emotional lowness for me, which I experienced, which I didn't wanted others to experience. That's why the opposite of it, which means I wanted to make people feel empowered and motivated. That becomes my purpose statement. Okay. So yeah, take your time and write your statement. And yes, you have to also write how you can execute it, and that will come from step one. Okay, let me have some water till the time you are writing.
All right.
Writing your statement. Dr. Raj, have you written it?
Yes, according to step 5, I already mentioned that I select my profession as a doctor because of I
Hmm.
was suffering for illness in my childhood. तो इसीलिए मेरी
Hmm.
हमारी हम यू कैन ट्रांसलेट इनटू इंग्लिश, मेरी लाइफ जो है पूरी बदल गई इससे। हम पहले जॉब की
Hmm.
सोचते थे, उसके बाद हमने इस प्रोफेशन में आए। इससे हमको जो एक्सपीरियंस हुआ, तो हमने अपनी कोशिश किया कि मेरी कमजोरी ही हमारी ताकत बन जाए। तो हम ये
Hmm.
चाहेंगे कि लोगों को मतलब अपनी कमजोरी को अपनी ताकत बनानी चाहिए। इससे जो है होप होगी उनको, और कोई भी प्रॉब्लम उनको अगर सामने फेस करते हैं तो वो उस समय ये मानना चाहिए कि ये हमेशा नहीं रहेगी। उस प्रॉब्लम को हम लॉन्ग टाइम में हमेशा नहीं देखेंगे, इसको चेंज कर सकते हैं। ये होप जरूर होनी चाहिए और इसी पे ही वर्क करना चाहिए। तो हमने अपना
Oh.
इसलिए फील्ड ही यही चुन लिया इसी पर्पस के ही लिए हमने कोशिश किया। हम काउंसलिंग भी इसी पर्पस से करते हैं कि लोग जो है पॉजिटिव रहे, अपने माइंड के अंदर अफर्मेशन महसूस करें, हर समय ये फील करें कि हम हेल्दी हैं, हमको प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। इस तरह से वो प्रॉब्लम धीरे धीरे दूर हो जाएगी। तो हमारा एक्सपीरियंस इसी पे ही है। नितेश कैन ट्रांसलेट
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So Dr. Raj has mentioned that he has experienced, as I told, he has experienced health issues in past, and he didn't want others to go through it. So his skill in acupressure helps him not to get his patients ill or let them recover. So I'm just going to write the purpose for him, and Dr. Raj, just let me know if I'm writing it correctly or not. Okay, to make people to make people who are ill, who are going through illness, healthy and positive in their
Yes,
mind, and how you execute it. And by Dr. Raj executed with his acupressure therapies.
yes,
Okay.
okay, it's good.
So, so this becomes Dr. Raj's purpose of life, which we have decoded during this life. And I think, Papa, you may be able to relate to what we have done right now. आप देख पा रहे होंगे कि हम लोग ने जो एक्टिविटी किया है उसमें से ही देखिए वो पांचों स्टेप्स को फॉलो करके यू हैव गॉट टू नो योर लाइफ पर्पस. मे बी यू वुड हैव
Yes, yes,
नोन
of
इट
course.
अर्लियर, बट आपको अभी और श्योरिटी हो गया होगा कि दिस इज द थिंग फॉर मी दैट गिव्स मी हैप्पीनेस.
हाँ, ये ऐसे ये फील हो रहा है हमको कि हमारा पर्पस ठीक था, और हमने जो बात करी भी इससे एक्सपीरियंस और हमको फील हुआ कि हम जो अंदर फील करते थे वो हमारे बाहर भी आ गया। जो चीजें हमारे
Awesome.
अंदर कभी थी वो हमारे निकल के आई हैं बाहर। ये चीजें हम आज
Awesome.
तक हम क्लियर नहीं था कि हम इतना ज्यादा मतलब इस चीजों में मतलब फील करते हैं इस चीज को, लेकिन हमारे इनसाइड में बहुत सारी चीजें इसी तरह की थी, लेकिन आज हमको मतलब
Awesome.
और क्लियर हो गया है।
Awesome. So Dr. Raj is speaking about Joyce and the other guys who are there. He's speaking about the clarity that he has got from doing this five steps that we have done. And the thing that was partial in his mind, he was unsure that whether this is the right thing or not. He's now become more sure of what his purpose of life is, what gives him meaning. And he was just appreciating about the five steps that we have done. So I think Dr. Raj, you can just have a screenshot also. I'll share this purpose of your life with you so that whenever you're down in life, you can just remember your purpose and maybe help one of your person who is suffering from the illness. You'll have more meaning in your life. So yeah,
Yes,
we are
thank you.
done with Dr. Raj's purpose. And I want now, Joss, if you have written your purpose of life
Yeah.
and how you'll execute it, I want you to share it.
All right. It's fine. My purpose. I will
Nice.
say. I will say my purpose is really important. Like really important. Of course, every purpose is important, but I mean it's not only important for me. I want to this one be important for everybody. So I want to
Hmm.
share my purpose with everybody. Um,
Awesome.
like in the most I can. You know, all the world around. I want to people try to uh, mm, connect with me and do this. So yeah, I want to connect people between themselves, to
Hmm.
share their own needs with other people who are happy to let people express themselves and enjoying helping them to solve
Hmm.
all their needs. So that's why the people who is expressing their needs has something to do, and the people who is listening to the expressions they need is also having something to do. So that means
Hmm.
everybody, when they don't have nothing important to do, like when we go to Facebook in the sofa and we're like, okay, I just have dinner and taking a rest, but right now I could be something good and I'm not doing this. What should I do? Oh,
Hmm.
go to Facebook, for example. No, no, no. I want to give them a chance to say maybe I can do something to help somebody, or maybe somebody can help me, you know. I'm having issues with my laptop, for example, and maybe somebody, you know, it's not that important, but to give an example, I'm having a problem with this, and maybe somebody can give me a hand. So yeah, it's have a connection with all needs and expression.
Awesome, 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 awesome. So, how you are going to execute your purpose with one of your skills that you have?
Well, I told like I'm good writing,
Yeah, through
and
writing.
I'm good having volunteer of helping people with good
Mm,
ideas and imaginations to help others. That was my first one.
mm,
So I think I can use my imagination to create something to connect people and express themselves and
mm.
express everything they need to, you know.
That is awesome, awesome, awesome. Wonderful, Dr. Raj and Joyce. This is very great that you have written your. I just written both of your purpose here just to let audience know that they can also write like this. And just remember that this part, which is the first line for you, is the one that is opposite of the pain that you have felt the most. Okay, as I have indicated, my emotional lowness, opposite of it is you feeling empowered and motivated. So this can act as a reference point for you. And as Joss has written, to make people connect with themselves internally. So it's somewhere that he has experienced that pain within him. It's the opposite of it. Okay. So for Dr. Raj to make people healthy, become his mission, because he has experienced a lot of illness in his life. So your first statement is the exact opposite of the biggest pain that you have experienced. So that is a reference point for you. And the next statement which will come for you is how you will execute your purpose. Okay, so he want to make people healthy, but how he can make them healthy? Once he is skilled in doing that, once he is a doctor, or once he is good in his therapies, so he executes his purpose through his acupressure therapies. So that is an important element. A, you have to write the opposite of the pain that you have felt, and B, how you're going to execute your purpose. And that execution will come from your step one. Okay, so that is important. For me, it was through making videos, because I think I was good at it, and through face reading. Okay, so that's why I have written, make them realize their uh, true potential and finding the best version of themselves. So that is the second hint for you to write your purpose and how you're going to execute your purpose. Okay, so I think both of you are now well versed with the steps that we have done, and I think now we are done with all the steps. And I just want to congratulate both of you during this activity, and to all the ones who are going to do this activity, because it's definitely going to connect with your inner self. It's going to make you yourself emotional if you have done it honestly, like my wonderful volunteers. And it is going to add so much into your life that you cannot imagine at this moment. During the session itself, if you do it, if you would have done it religiously, you would have felt emotional and connected with yourself. And thank you so much, guys, for being there. And I hope that this session adds a lot of value to your life. And I would just leave final statements to Dr. Raj and Joyce to share your thoughts on these activity that you have done. And I hope that it has helped you find your life purpose in life. And of course, you can repeat this activity maybe 5 or 10 years down the line, but you will obviously get these same results, somewhere the same results that you have got. Of course, you can have more skills in you, which you can add to execute your purpose of life. You can add more skills in you to actually work towards your purpose. You can make yourself better, but it's important that you are good in that. It's important that you do that activity good for which you are, executing your purpose. So that is important. Like, my father is a doctor and he's good at it, and he can make people healthy. Not that you want to make people healthy and you're not good at it. It's something which will not work or align with it. So it's important that you make sure that the step one that you have chosen you have the skills to execute your purpose, because then only you will get your meaning in life. And yes, Joss and Dr. Raj, I want you to go first and share your thoughts on the activity that we have done and how you have felt about it. आप शेयर करिए पापा, जो आप फील के एक्टिविटी करके, ये है हम लोग ने जो किया है.
हाँ, ये एक्टिविटीज हमको बहुत अच्छी लगी। कम से कम हम लोग को अपने लाइफ पर्पस का वो काफी क्लियर हुआ। इससे क्लियर होने से और कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ जाता है। तो हमको लगता है कि ये इस तरह की एक्टिविटीज होनी चाहिए, और समय समय पर ये होंगी तो और चीजें और ऊपर आएंगी और रिसीव कर सकेंगे माइंड के अंदर एक्टिविटीज। थैंक यू
Awesome,
सबको,
awesome.
जॉश को भी, सबको, नितेश को भी थैंक्स, एवरीवन थैंक्स। ओके, बाय।
We want you to be there. We want Josh's word also.
Okay.
So
Yes,
Dr.
yes.
Raj has said that he has felt a lot of understanding with himself and got a lot of clarity doing these activities, and he has felt great. And he thanked Josh for being there with us. Yeah, Josh. Now it's your turn. Just share your thoughts on the process, on the steps that you have done,
Yeah,
and guys, it's okay. It's okay if you have not got your life purpose even by then, but it's something, if you repeat these activity you will be able to get it for sure. And yeah, Josh, you go ahead.
yeah. I will say it's a really exciting thing. I can say I didn't see this live in online yet. I cannot even believe I never been in a live before. But when I go inside YouTube and I see this live, I will say it's kind of one of the most important things that can ever exist on the internet. So yeah, people should really take this in a seriously way and be really focused on this, because it's not only to help others, it's to help everyone, even themselves.
That's brilliant, brilliant, Josh. What you have said made me a lot emotional, but yeah, it's wonderful. It's wonderful, and I got a response from you on that post that I have floated 3 or 4 weeks back. Papa, I just want to share a story of Joyce. I was waiting for one of the volunteers because I wanted one of the volunteers from outside, not one of my family members or one of my friends. And Joyce has been so kind to share his words with me, and he stayed with me even after I lost connect with him for 2 3 weeks. And he has been so wonderful human being that he also knows a lot about my mom now that so she's suffering through her knee pain, and he has always been so kind and wonderful to ask about her. Josh, you have been wonderful. Dr. Raj, you have been wonderful. It's been great to have you on this live. And I'll
Thank you.
make sure that we have lives like these so that we can help a lot of people and we can just have fun, excitement, and exercises going around. So thank you once again, Josh. Thank you once again, Dr. Raj, for your time. And I wish both of you the best in life. And I wish that we meet very, very soon. I think we are now good to close the live. I'm just disabling the screen share. And yes, thank you so much, guys, for your time and
Thanks
love
to all.
towards it.
Thanks to all.
Bye.
Thanks to you
Yeah, bye.
guys.
Take care and have a wonderful day. Thank you. Thank
Same.
you once again.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye bye. Take care.
Bye bye.